we testing. How are you, Ramon? Are we social distance enough? Your spit going that way? Where your spit going? But you gotta look at them.
I look at them when I'm talking.
Okay. So, we good? You think that looks good? And we are live, just FYI.
My first time on camera, live or whatever.
Well, we live now. So long as you look, you think you look good? Do I look good?
I'm always on.
Hey y'all, and welcome to Talk About It Tuesday with Chat with Trina, featuring Ramon Smith. And today's Talk About It Tuesday topic is single fathers with a twist. Hello everybody, this is Miss Trina with Chat with Trina, but today I am not doing Chat with Trina. I am doing Talk About It Tuesday. Talk About It Tuesday? Yeah, Talk About It Tuesday. And this is just something new that we trying out with my little co-host to a certain extent. He don't understand it yet, but he gonna find out. But anyway, because he's a talker, he talks really, really well. He has a lot of good conversation. But this is Ramon Smith, a single father of 3, am I correct? And am I 3? Okay.
I raised 2 twins, but I got 3 sons with me.
Okay, cool. Because those are 3 on the picture.
Right.
Okay. But Ramon, we have to remind Ramon to continue to raise his voice because you know he all laid back with all that swagger he got. We're going to need the swagger to be loud.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That's good.
There you go. I can hear you now. Say the swagger for the dance. For the dance tonight you're going to. We're going to do this like every other Tuesday just for a trial run to see how it's going to work out because we have some really cool topics that we talk about sometime. He's my friend. I met him in the dance community and we talk and I like people with good conversation. So anyway, he has a lot of good topics. So tonight, the topic that he chose was single fathers and the stereotypes. And he says he has a twist that he's not told me about yet. I don't know what the twist is about, but there's going to be a twist to this story. So, Ramon, first of all, let's just say you're Ramon Smith, but where are you from real quick?
First off,
What?
I want to say I want to appreciate the opportunity for you putting me on the show because I don't really feel I'm nobody.
You are somebody.
I appreciate it, and I hope I can give you what you're asking.
You are.
Yeah, I was born right here in Houston, Texas. Acres home, I was raised.
You know that.
Went to Booker T, well, Highland Heights first.
Well, how we done had all these conversations and I thought you was from California.
Well, because I was in the military. That's where I actually got out of the military and came home. But like I said, I was raised in Acres home.
Okay.
Highland Heights, then they shipped me off to Hamilton during all that busing stuff. And but it was a good opportunity. And then I went to Booker T and was screwing up. And I was glad my mom got me out of here. And I went to Austin, and that's when I graduated.
Oh.
And
You mean Austin?
Austin, Texas.
Texas? Oh, okay.
And I graduated out of there. And when I came back home, got into some rigmarole, and then went out to the Marine.
Okay. Oh.
Got married. And had
Can I
my
just ask
son
real quick,
and
because I know we got a certain amount of time, but how did you choose the Marines?
honestly, just get straight to the point, I was like, man, I need to go where they gonna teach me to live. If anything, jump on. So.
And I guess that's because I always hear the words that they're on the front line. Is that like really, really true? Like they call y'all first? Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, 82nd Airborne, don't get it twisted. They always moving around the world. So they gonna make their move first. But, you know, if the Marines don't get there first, you know, we right there. But I was advanced party, so.
Okay. So before we get to the nitty gritty, I gotta say this. So I'm always talking about wearing masks, and where my mask go?
Married men.
I didn't say nothing about married men, boy. I was just to say, I'm always telling people I wear masks. We did come in with our mask on, and we are trying to social distance. So he said his spit gonna go that way, my spit gonna go this way. But what I was going to say is, I'm always saying how you can make these masks stylish. So me and you can't do. Look at Ramon's little stylish little thing. That's so cool, right? And is it leather, like a leather like? Yeah. And so that's gonna keep you warm too. It's gonna keep you warm because it's gonna get cold. But it's put it on.
Yeah, I actually use it on the motorcycle.
Yeah, that's nice, y'all. You see?
Thank you.
You still got swagger too. But anyway, and then extra, I want to make sure that we are at Crazy Frogs. Today was supposed to be a Zydeco event with Leon Chavez. It was rescheduled. So this was the plan to come here. So we here. Ramon, let's talk. How was it being a single father? Like, what is it? I mean, you know, men get a bad rap sometimes about, and I have a lot of male friends that we've talked about, and a lot of my male friends are very good fathers. And just from conversation with you, I know that you take care of your boys and you real into that. So talk to us about that.
Well, just to make a quick point.
Okay.
When you said that, and it's not no knock on my ex-wife, it's just what it was. She told me that. She said, "You were an excellent dad, just a horrible husband."
I've heard that statement before.
I'm cool with that,
Yeah.
But on the cool, to answer your question, a lot of people think it was hard for me to raise the kids, but that's something I wanted to do. You know, and it was because my pops wasn't around. And I always said at 8 years old, I remember making that decision. I'm like, I ain't gonna never be like that cat, you know. And so when I got the opportunity, you know, to raise my son, even though I split the family up, you know, I got the twins and she got Junior.
Gotcha.
And she did a real good job.
Okay.
And I brought the twins to Houston, and
So,
it was fun, challenging but fun.
I was gonna ask you, so with the twins separating from the one, are they still cool? Are they very close still?
It trips me out. When Junior come down, it's like they never been apart.
Wow.
But, you know, with us having a joint custody of both, I would always call him every Sunday, so they would get to know him. And honestly, no knock on the ex-wife, but, you know, women can be kind of raggedy in ways. I didn't get to see Junior till I left when he was 1. I didn't get to see him till he was almost 11.
Oh,
so,
wow.
But the boys was going to see him every summer.
So they spent the summer.
Every summer.
Okay.
So they would lace him up to, hey man, you got another dad. And I would just lace them all that they all special because they got 2 dads.
Gotcha. Got your bonus dad and you got your, I call him bonus dad. Yeah.
I prayed for that dude.
Oh,
I prayed for him to come to that.
okay, because you wanted him to have a father figure.
Well, that too, but when I was when I left California, we came to Bovo, and I'm coming down with 8 and 10 the highway. I made a couple of promises to myself, and I said that I just wanted, you know, her to find somebody good for her, knowing that they look out for fat man, Junior out.
He ain't fat.
No,
this is what I want to do. We're going to switch seats. Because you need to be closer to the microphone because you ain't going to talk loud. And I'm going to bring this over here so I can have my drink, my happy hour. And y'all crazy frauds got $3 happy hour, just FYI. $3 happy hour. Like, who does that? So I know y'all can hear me because I talk loud. So, I was going to say something. So, do you think that men get a bad rap? So silly. Do you think men get a bad rap?
No, honestly, you know, we get a pass. I honestly get a pass on a lot of stuff when you really think about it, because women are held more critical because basically we figure that's their role as nurturers, as child rearers and all that. They got all the tools. So as a man, when you doing it, and honestly, from my perception, a lot of people want to help. You know what I'm saying? And say if I sent the boys to school, you know, if a single dad got a little girl and he pull her hair back in a ponytail every day, it ain't gonna be no thing. Oh, he's such a good dude. He's looking out for it. He just need to learn how to comb hair or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But let a female do it. And they ragging her, you know what I'm saying? They ragging her. But, you know, me, myself, and I, like I said, I always wanted to do it. So if I would have had a little girl, I would have learned to braid.
You would learn to braid hair.
And all that. You know
I can see that with you. I can see that with
you. Know what I'm
you.
saying? Or at least every Sunday, you know what I'm saying? She gonna have something on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I have friends who, and y'all women don't be bashing me when I say this because it is the truth. I have friends who were very good fathers. Matter of fact, even my dad, at one time, I lived with my dad, and I'm gonna take that out because my mom be mad at me. Let's just use another instance. I have other friends that have kept their kids with them, but they still pay child support because you don't want to go through the court, you want to spend the money, so you just do what you got to do. He was still paying child support. So what do you think about that? Do you think men should get child support? I see that question all the time. If a man has his kids, has custody of the kids, or however he has them, should women pay child support?
Well, I'm gonna answer your question, then I'll give you my case.
Okay.
The question was, I say yes to that. if they got them kids, and that woman don't, then yeah, she need to pay up. Just like I totally believe if a dude, you know what I mean, got the kids and the woman got them, then he need to pay up simply because, I mean, it was a together thing, so you do it together. And a lot of cats, and y'all can get upset if you want, you know I can care less. A lot of cats, man, I be working, they go, oh man, she hit me for the child support, you know, she got a brand new car, and I have to tell them, dog, that little $300-400 a month you paying, that shit ain't even paying for. Oh, I ain't even supposed to cuss. I apologize.
You curse. This is adult TV.
That shit ain't even paying for child care. You know what I'm saying?
Now you the first man I have ever
do it.
Because that's crazy. Like when you say that, well, I bought this, I bought that. You gotta realize if you have the kids yourself, that little piece of check that you get, that ain't doing anything. You know, and you know, parents, you have to pay for extra anyway. If you had the kids yourself, you can pay all the money you want, but when it comes for school clothes, it's gonna be extra stuff you need. Throughout the year, you got field trips, stuff like that. You know.
Man, I remember back in I got here in '96, but I remember I think it was like '97, '98 when I read the article, and it said that it take $118,000 to raise a kid to 18.
Really?
$118,000.
Gee, they ain't talking about them going off to college.
That ain't now either. Yeah, that's just the 18.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That was it. What do you say that was? 19?
That was 97, 98.
Oh,
transition to now.
Yeah.
Probably about 150, 180.
Absolutely. Wow.
Man, it take money to raise a kid, man. So that love, like I say, it's something, because I wish somebody would have been giving my mom that. But when it really in the big scheme of things, it ain't hurting your pocket. And it shouldn't hurt your pocket.
Well, this is another question I have. So,
but to answer your question, yeah, female should pay child support that dude raising his child. But in my case, I had the twins and she had Junior. So I'm like, and then she had another family because the dude I prayed for came into her life. So in that case, I don't want no draw hurting that side when we can make it over here. So I decided not to.
So how long was it before you and her were able to be friends and
man,
it was a long time?
Honestly, me and Kel always been good friends.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? It's just that when she got married,
you want to be respectful.
I'm gonna always be respectful, and that's still to this day. But and it was crazy how me and old boy actually got it, you know, into it. But shit, I forgot the question.
How long did it take y'all to start getting along?
Well, like I say, I was always cordial. I never said nothing bad about her to the boys. I just said we didn't get along.
Right.
But, you know, I always looked at that as my best friend. That's how we were. So when we were going through it at the very beginning, I knew that had passed. So we became friends, but she just wouldn't let me see Junior.
Oh.
And then once the boys graduated, she caught religion. And, you know, she admitted a lot of things she said that to Junior about me was wrong. But I always had the boys every year going out there telling me, you come to Houston. Yeah. Then once he started coming to Houston, he was good. Yeah. You know, so, you know, I always consider Kelly friend. I still consider her my best friend. And I'll tell you this, and I'll tell you anybody that's watching or whatever, I just can't talk to her because after 5-10 minutes, it come to, hey, what about me and you?
Oh, I was gonna say, how do y'all handle that? How do men? I know how us women sometimes we tend to, you know, we have that emotional things, but we'll keep coming back or we want to come back. How do you handle as a man and not be? I don't know. How do y'all handle that? Like, how do you handle that?
In my aspect, I had 1,500 miles to help me. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. So that one of the reasons you left, so you could make it, so you could end it clearly.
No, I honestly didn't want to come back to Houston. This is the last place I wanted to come to, but I knew I couldn't leave them boys with her. And it's not a bad thing, but I couldn't leave her because she was, at the time, she was real vindictive, you know, and I had mentioned, hey, I'm going to go to Houston and I'm going to get a job and everything. I'll come back and get the boys. She grabbed the boys right then and said, he ain't coming back to get y'all. Right then and there, I jumped across, you know, I don't hit women, but I jumped across, I was just pop. But I'm like, man, look, don't ever tell my kids something like that I'm a lie to them. So I knew when I left California, I needed to go. They need to go with me. So it just came to me one night. I was like, man, I need to work this out. And when I woke up, it was like, hey, go downstairs, get the twins, go to Houston, and do your thing. But by the time I got down the stairs, because this is what people think and what you think.
Right.
By the time I get down the stairs, I done switched it up. Hey, look, you still in the military, I'm not. Let me get all 3 of the boys so your career can just keep progressing. And I go to Houston. She looked at me, I'll never forget that look. She was like, you can't get all 3 of them. So right then and there, I knew I could get at least 2.
But that's the angle you was working on, really.
No.
Oh, you weren't?
I wanted all 3.
Okay,
I was scared to bring Junior to Houston at 1 year old. I didn't know, you know.
Right. But you would have did it
if she'd have let me have it. Yeah. But she was like, I can't get all 3, so I debated. I said, well, I know Jaquan, that's her baby. That's the second twin.
Okay.
But he wanted to, probably would have wanted to stay, because he said in California that, excuse me, I apologize.
No, you good.
He wanted to stay. I probably figured he wanted to stay, but I was like, well, I don't want to separate the twins, because they older and they know me, and if anybody try to get at their mom, they subject to, might get hurt trying to, you got to look at all the options. They might try to get hurt trying to get in the middle of somebody trying to hurt their mom or something. So I was like, well, no, I got to take the twins with me. She can keep Junior. And that's what we did.
So let me ask this, though. Because me and my sister lived with my mama and I lived with my daddy. I know, in my mind, I know that there are some issues with it. I think we've grown up with some issues with it that haven't been spoken out. But we're not as close as I would like us to be. Not me and my sister. Being that we were, now I don't know if she feels that way now, but we're not. Like, now don't get me wrong, don't get twisted. If you come for me, she coming. I don't know where she hear it from, but it's like she hear this echo. And she hear this thing, she coming, okay? She coming. She got me, right? Then I'm on the opposite side. Like, I don't fight, I'm not fortunate. Sometimes I do need somebody to have my back. You've learned that about me by now. But anyway, so she's that. But like, as far as, let's just say, the first person you think, if you have a brother, usually people, like I see people and their sisters or their brothers going out to eat and going to the nail shop together. Like, we don't have that. Like, we don't do that. We do stuff, but very seldom. Like, we're not close like that to where I can't. Like, I have a friend, her name is Chandra. She has like 3 or 4 sisters. Like, I'm so jealous because they're always doing things together. They go on their trips together. Like,
so let me ask you. Can I stop you?
Okay.
Can you initiate that though?
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Well, and I will say, we're a little, our personalities are a little different. So sometimes when she was younger, it was different. Now, don't get me wrong. And we do things together. When I initiate, and sometimes she'll initiate, we'll go to certain things. But I'm probably not the first person you think of. Versus I see other things. Oh, so no, I don't want to make it like we're not cool. We tight. But I'm not the first person she thinks of calling. Let's just say she went to Galveston with a friend of hers last week. I'm like, I'm here by myself. She could call me too. It's how I felt. But that's just how we are. And I attribute it to us growing up in separate households. So you said your boys are still tight. Do you think that could have been something if y'all wouldn't have, I don't know, if the boys would have went down there the whole summer or something like that? Well, or did y'all do something to work on it to make sure they stayed close?
Well, like I say, I would call every Sunday when they was young, and then like I say, the boys would go down every summer, and it's like, and I hate to say it, but it's like genetics. The boys are like me, your kids gonna be genetic, and it's kind of like they just bond together. Yeah. And then once he started coming to Houston, what we would do is he would come to Houston the first half of the summer. And then they would go there, so they together the whole summer. Okay. And
so that built that bond for them.
It got just stronger. And that lasted right up till they took off.
And you know what? My daughter, Jasmine, my oldest, lives in Austin. She's moving home this weekend. Woo-hoo. But my youngest is home. But do you know they FaceTime? And I'm jealous of that. I'm jealous of their relationship. But they own it together. And like, they are so close. I mean, y'all just leaving me out, you know. But I'm happy because something my mama used to always tell us is that if me and your daddy leave this earth, y'all all you got. That's what she used to always tell us. And which we are now. Don't get me wrong. Like again, we got each other back. Like you ain't coming from one without the other. But that's something that I think about. I was gonna say so some of my friends, they treat they get with other women, so they have their kids, and so they may get into another relationship. That becomes I've seen it. It becomes tough because somebody, and unfortunately, I have to say, it's usually the. I can't say that
I was
nowadays.
just gonna say.
What I was gonna say is usually the woman, but I just saw because just now somebody just got killed last week. It's 2 stories of people getting killed because the woman was with somebody else and the ex killed the husband or the boyfriend. So how hard was it? But she lived so far away from you.
Well, see, the issue though with me, and I'm gonna give away a couple of rules I lived by for a while.
He always got some rules. He always got some rules
that I lived by for a while.
So when you meet a new woman and you have kids, does the ex-girlfriend or the ex-wife, which even though y'all live 1,500 miles away, is that what you said? Did that cause a problem? Like when you dated somebody else?
Oh man, she gave me issues. I mean,
and how did she find out first of all?
Well, I mean, not really about other females. Gail would just try to be doing that fast break press all the time. I call it that full court press, not fast.
Okay, so can you break it down to those that don't know what is fast break press?
Well, full court press.
Full court press.
It's just like when a woman and a man can do it too. They try to keep so much pressure on you so you don't think about the actual obvious issues that's going on. So they always diverting the issue and you never get to the point. So, you know, that's what she had on at the time. But, and she could try all she wants. But that was another one of the promises I made coming into 8 and 10 when I was driving home. I said that, and you know, on my fault, it had to be selfish because this is what I wanted to do. And, you know, I don't know if every guy said that. I said I wasn't finna get with no females no more. Well, not no more. I wasn't finna get with no female until I raised my son. Simply because I was like, I don't want to have to explain to them why we got to leave another house. You know what I'm saying? And this woman getting all this, because, man, I left a lot of stuff in California. I hardly rarely ever speak about it because a lot of people wouldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So I was like.
So you were very careful, which I can see that being very cautious about who you brought in front of those boys. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And honestly, this game for anybody right here, if you really want to check out how a female is, you know what I'm saying? Especially if
and we're gonna start saying female. We're gonna start saying woman.
If you want to check out how a little lady is, woman, if really how her issue is, all you gotta do, especially if she got kids, call that house about 8:30, 9 o'clock every night and listen to the background. Talk to her, but listen to the background. If she gotta tell them kids over and over to go get in the bathtub or go get in the bed or all this other stuff, you know, if that's not how your household is being run, you don't really need to get with that lady, and that's what I was.
Because it's gonna get on your nerves.
Well, no.
Because you have a.
She ain't got her stuff in order, as far as I'm concerned, because she not like me, you know. So if she can't tell them kids to go get in the tub and they listen to her, how they gonna listen in school?
Right.
You know what I mean? Or how they gonna listen to anybody else? She first contact, just like me. So I mean, it would be. You know,
I would say that varies, because I ain't gonna lie, I used to run, my daughter, my older daughter, we laugh about it all the time when she was I was a new mom, but my husband at the time, he always has had more, you know, authoritative thing with him, but my daughter, I had to run after her to brush her teeth in the morning, even though I had to learn, though, she was 2, and my boss, I went to work and I was late, and my boss was like, you know, why are you late? I said, I was almost in tears. I was like, my baby would not let me brush her teeth. Like I was running around the house after her with her toothbrush, and she had to tell me, the baby is too Trina. It's gonna be okay if she don't brush her teeth. So what I'm saying, and don't get me wrong, I had to say different things to my kids. So they weren't perfect, but they're good kids, and I raised them right. So, but I see what you're saying. You also
had a partner. I'm talking about a single female, you know, and I ran across them for sure. You know, their houses was in order, you know, and I have to say it like this: I wanted somebody that was like me.
Yeah, that meshed with your
right.
Like, okay, I get it.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
that
if
makes
your
sense.
kids is getting into bed at 8:30 so they can be up for school the next morning and their grades is on it, they ain't gotta be A students.
Yeah.
But you know, because it's a delicate balance rather.
I was gonna say it would be a crazy household if they got kids that's not disciplined and you got yours that's disciplined. That throw off everything out of whack. Okay.
And sooner or later, if you cursing at your kids, all this then you gonna say it to my kids and me, and
it's gonna be a problem.
Not gonna happen.
I agree. I understand.
So you know, in all things to just answer the question, I decided I wasn't gonna even allow that. So I did what an old school cat told you: when you don't want to get married, look for the perfect woman. You know what I'm saying? Look for that perfect woman, because you ain't gonna find her, and then you gonna learn to be analytical. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna learn to be critical. And if you don't get out of that, like I didn't do, after a while, you just not gonna have nobody for a while. So you gotta learn. I'm starting to learn that.
Well, I'll be honest.
Work with people.
My dad did not. My dad kicked a lot of women to the curb because they couldn't. They wanted him. They didn't want us to come before them, and my dad
Good man.
would escort
Good
them
man.
right on out of his life. So yeah,
Good
because
man.
my kids come first, and I always admired that. How we're using your place tonight. I hope you don't mind.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're fine. I told them Crazy Frogs have $3 happy hour.
Oh, you're
What?
okay. Thank you.
Till 7 o'clock. What time does happy hour start, 5?
It's all day till 7.
What time y'all open?
Like 11.
Really? So you get drunk
Drunk
at 10?
all day.
11. Not
Well,
10.
or 11. So y'all can come to Crazy Frogs and get drunk at 11 o'clock till 7. $3 happy hour drink. Okay, I'm sorry, that was a commercial.
Yeah, you get them.
I didn't ask for permission to be here, so I have to give everybody. We gotta give them a plug. Okay. So my thing is, we've talked many times about different things, and you always have such good. When I say good insight, I mean you have a different way of looking at things. And I'm just kind of taking it away from what our topic is. But does that? Let me just give you. My daughter sometimes. Let's just say, not George Floyd.
Hold on, can I stop you right there?
Yeah, stop me right there.
Just like she just said, a lot of people call me different, and I think differently, maybe. You know what I'm saying? I just think a lot of people don't take time to really just look at stuff. But in just thinking differently, I would be, when the boys were small, say I'm in the grocery store, and I'm in a line with a lady, she might have 2 or 3 kids, she jumping the thing, she done did the girl's hair, she done, you know, hooked up the kids, she in the same grocery line I'm in. When she find out I'm with them kids and I'm a single parent or something, they go to community, oh, you doing such a wonderful job, this, that. I would always stop them. You know what I'm saying? Hang on 1 minute. Yeah, I would always stop them and commend them, because I know that a lot of times, like I say, it's a given that they supposed to do it, and they just jump. Man, I read something one time, and I gotta get to it. They say when a woman is single with kids, they say it's probably an accident. When a man is single with children, they say it was a catastrophe.
Wow.
I can relate to it because my brother, my older brother, he came home and he was kicking it with this little lady, this little woman, you know what I'm saying? And she knew me. And she was like, yeah, your brother, man, he doing a wonderful job, but it's so tragic what happened to his wife. They thought my wife had got killed or died in an accident.
Oh, that's what
That's the
seriously?
only,
I never thought about that.
That's the only way they figured a black man
would have the children.
And honestly, when you look at the statistics, out of the single black fathers, 15% of them are black.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I've never thought of, okay, so that's what I was saying, y'all. When I say he think different, I don't mean bad different. I think he sees a different side, so sometimes he makes me be like, for real. Now, I argue. I won't stop talking, right?
Go ahead.
On that note, when you said that, I see, so when Father's Day comes up, I see women on there saying, you need to say Happy Father's Day to me, right?
And I agree.
Wait, no, let me finish. So some men say no, that's not true. Some men, so it's a debate. Now, I'm gonna tell you my opinion, then you tell me yours. And I'm gonna tell you my opinion. I'm gonna tell you why. I don't think that they should say they're the mother and the father because you're the mother. You just say your mother. You're the Father's Day. If you have your boys and you're raising your boys, you're a father, but you're an excellent father because you're doing it by yourself. You get a little extra kudos. If you're a mother, you get. If you're a father, you kept your kids. If you're a father and you had your kids by yourself as a single father, you get extra kudos for that. If you're a mother, you get a little extra kudos. But that don't mean you say that you the mama and the daddy on Father's Day or Mother's Day. So do you disagree?
Well, I got you because on Mother's Day, all my little knucklehead friends, they'll send me a text.
They send your Mother's Day text?
Yeah, and I always, give them the little sign, and all that extra. It's just they playing around, but they also give me a knock to let me know that, hey, man, we know you carry that role also.
Right.
So I just take it in good fun, and just joke back with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't stop that.
When Brianna gets finished, I'm just gonna ask her. She dated someone who was a single father for a child. I want to ask her a question too. But
Did she get dumped or what?
I mean, did she get dumped?
Did she get dumped?
Get dumped?
That's what I asked.
You heard that way over here? She heard that like no.
Uh-oh. Voice is getting loud. You gotta protect yourself.
So anyway, so I don't know. Bree, have you ever heard of when when the mothers are single mothers and they say you should wish them Happy Mother's Day and Father's Day? What do you think?
Single mothers? No, I think Mother's Day is for mothers and Father's Day.
Even if you're a single mother?
Even if you're a single mother.
That's what I think.
Let the fathers have their day and let the mothers have their day.
So you dated someone in the past that was a single father.
I did.
Did that attract you to him?
No.
Really?
Absolutely.
It didn't make you like attracted that, oh, he's got
You're
this.
not getting in the camera.
No.
Right there.
They hear. She
Right
still
there.
wave.
Right there.
Y'all,
The
there's
cute
Bree.
one. The cute. Both of them.
So no, I wouldn't say that it attracted me to him. However, it was something that I guess would be a plus. Yeah, that was something that was a plus. Of
Why?
course, having 4 children and most of them being either in their preteens or in their teenage years, that's probably their toughest years. So for him to be so involved in their lives was something different and something I had never seen.
Right.
And, obviously growing up, but I thought that was amazing to have. But
And this
I
was a
wouldn't
brother?
say- Huh?
And this was a brother?
No, someone she
No,
dated.
this is someone I dated.
No, this is a brother. A black
Oh,
man.
black guy.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Were you and you were raised with your grandmother and your grandpa? How about okay, so I thought. So you did have a man.
Yeah, my grandfather.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Ramon, Bree, Ramon.
Nice to meet
He's
you.
an awesome single dad. So y'all gotta tell y'all this. This is not an interview. This is talking. This is what's it again? Talking Tuesday.
Talking with Trina. Tuesday.
No, it's not talking with Trina. I've only
Tuesday
had
talk.
one drink, and
She
I don't
tailored
remember
that drink,
what
though.
today is.
The
What
lady-
is our day?
the lady
Talk
did-
about it Tuesday. That's it.
The lady
Talk
didn't
about-
fix it
is
right.
not
She
the drink.
told her
put
what
so
to
much
put
ice
in.
in this drink. It's water.
But you told her what else?
Father's Day and the Mother's Day thing, that's how I feel about it. I didn't feel that. I feel like the day is made for a mother because you are a mother or you are a father. So I don't get the mother saying I'm a mom. I should celebrate Mama's Day and Father's Day. I just think you should celebrate your day. You know?
My uncle always taught me something a long time ago that really helped me. He said, man, you can't tell nobody what to think, nobody what to feel, nobody what to do.
Absolutely.
Other than yourself.
Other than yourself.
Man, that helped me out so much. Because at the time, I was trying to force my mind to stay healthy. You know what I mean? And I had to realize it's not up to me. It's up to her. I can only tell me what to do.
Right.
So,
Part of our topic, you are taking care of your mom
Yeah.
you're a single dad and you take care of your mom.
not a single dad no more. My son grown.
Well, same thing. Well, the point being, whatever.
I done moved on.
But his mother,
That's gonna be another time.
He does raise his. You're not raising your mother, but
Look out for my mom. Elderly
he looks
parents.
out for his mom, and I think that's something else that's super awesome. Because when you see you out, like if you were just to walk out and see you at the club, you'd be like, oh Lord, he got all this swagger, he cute, but you don't know all this stuff behind. Behind the man, behind the mask. And it's so interesting when you open up and find out who you actually are. Which people say that about me too. They'll be like, but you always in the club. But then when they get to know me, they be like, first of all, I don't even know what to put in a drink. I can't tell you. When you saw me, I was trying to drink and I was like, I don't know what to put. So
You got it right, apparently.
I did. Really good. But anyway, so people get the wrong, especially because you're out. We actually had a little show on people that work in the nightlife and how they think of us as this horrible people, and we're not. We just like socializing. So for you,
people think I'm married though.
Really?
Yeah, because I stand off. You know what I mean? I'm
but
learning.
child, well, I don't know who that is that think that, because most married men, they ain't standoffish. So I don't know why they think that about you, because most married men still trying to get somebody. Trust and believe me. I see it and I know it. So.
And that's another topic right
Yes.
there. Damn.
Yeah. So right. They say, look, say it out there for the people in the back. But Ramon, I've enjoyed. Oh, that's what I'm gonna say, y'all. So we'll talk about it Tuesday. This was the first one, and we have 2 more that I've scheduled without permission from Ramon. But he has some good topics that we're gonna talk about. And this is just the first one, kind of a trial thing. This is how it goes. He does not like long videos. He's trying to train me not to have long videos, right?
That was she
The only time we're gonna have short videos when I'm with him, but when I interview him. But anyway, I want to thank you so much for agreeing to do this. But before we end it, I just want to say, how is your mom?
Ah man, honestly, today they did whatever they do when they go down in you and
In your
clean
throat?
your throat,
Oh, okay.
clean the lungs back out for the
Uh-huh.
second time,
Uh-huh.
and they was able to take that ventilator out.
Okay.
And once they took the ventilator out, I actually had to leave because she was woke and everything. And they didn't want her to talk for a couple hours,
Oh.
and she was so happy to be woke, she trying to talk. So,
Gotcha.
be it that I left, I can't get back in after 6, so I just see her in the morning. So
Okay,
she'll
well
get
that's
the-
good. She getting back. So make sure you give a disclaimer. She is not in there due to COVID
No
related.
COVID.
Okay. She's negative for COVID.
That's why I was able to go in there and visit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was a good thing, man. And I have to say, man, hey, I pray for all the folks that are going through it and the family members that can't go back there and see their people. You know what I mean? Because we're going to all die alone, but it's kind of thrown off to die with nobody around
Absolutely.
you.
I think that's the saddest part of it. My friend Tito Alum died alone.
Yeah.
And you have to wait 12 hours to hear from a doctor to say, hey, is he alive and he's doing something. And to wait 12 hours to hear, okay, he's passed away, that's like crazy.
Swing in heaven, Tito. Yeah.
R.I.P. my boo.
Yeah.
Let me not say my boo, because see, people be thinking I would me and that man.
That's just what
He was
people
like a
say.
daddy. He was like an uncle. He was not my boo. So let me not say that.
It's
He was
called
my
a
friend.
term of endearment.
Yeah.
Y'all go look that one.
Y'all know that at Comcast, one time I said, and you know, Ronnie, I want to have somebody ever say that to you because you say it a lot. So I always say on the phone, okay, sweetie. You know that man stopped me and was like, ma'am, please don't call me sweetie.
Yeah, people get upset, especially when I do it at work because I'm a lot younger than them.
They
Yeah.
think it can be a little, they think it's condescending.
Yes.
And I'm like, I'm from Texas. That's what we do.
Yeah.
So,
Well, okay, sir.
yes. And I was on the, I didn't even know what to say. I'm like,
I would say, okay, sir. But, yeah.
you're not sweet anyway. But anyway, Ramon, I really appreciate you being on today.
I
Now we are going to
appreciate
take
you.
this video and we're going to edit it. But again, guys, this was our first one. We just wanted to get a little taste of what it's like. Get Ramon comfortable in front of the camera. And
I'm comfortable anyway.
No,
I
you're
just
not.
lay
No,
low.
you're not. But we're gonna again, we're at Crazy Frogs. They have happy hour starting at, they said 11 o'clock, child, so you can come get drunk at 11 o'clock. 11 to 7, $3 happy hour. And Leon Chevez will be playing here eventually, so telling y'all to come here. Yay,
did
Ramon,
great.
you did great. Did you enjoy it? Did you have fun?
Hey, I dig it.
We got 2 more scheduled.
did.
I scheduled without telling you.
That's right, I dig it.
All right, y'all. If y'all have any topics, let us know. So this is going to be Talk About It Tuesday, every other Tuesday with Trina and Ramon.
So far.
All right, bye. So
So
you see that
good.
little button that say finish?
Girl, you know I got bifocals on. I'm going to move over here.
Oh, gosh. Thank you, Bree.